Hello, hello, hello. Perla here. So I was like, let's make a video because I got nothing better to do. No, I'm only kidding. I'm going to take a nap. But I wanted to go on here and make a quick video. So, and I hope that you guys don't take whenever I'm posting about like being tired or exhausted as complaining, because in reality, it gets a little frustrating because when I do say I'm tired and I'm exhausted, is usually I'm over my threshold. So a baseline for me is what a person without narcolepsy would, let's say you would have to be awake 48 hours, no stimulants. So like no caffeine, nothing to help you stay awake. And you would have to function. And that is the baseline. So like imagine like when you were in college and you were staying up for like a night or two studying, studying for finals, midterms, whatever it was. And then you had to go to class, you got to go on with your day. That is how exhausted I am on a daily basis. That is my baseline. So when I say I'm tired, when I say I'm exhausted, I am like past that threshold. It is like seriously taking everything in me just to sit up. It is taking everything in me to stay awake or to kind of function. And I say kind of function because cognitively, I'm not there when I'm like at that threshold, right? It's is those times where the kids would come and ask me something and it's like I'm looking at them like with nothing, like nothing is processing in my brain because I can't comprehend what it is that they're saying. So, sometimes people assume that it's like, oh, just take a nap and you'll be fine. And it's like, no, sometimes it's like cognitively, I can't even process what's going on. Like I could read something and I can read it or you could spell it and it's like in my brain it's like it's still loading, right? You know how like sometimes your internet is slow and it's like loading? That is exactly what it feels like when I'm this tired. Like it's just the connections are just not there. Like nothing clicks very easily. And I am grateful though that the kids understand because obviously two of them have it as well. So we do communicate about things like this, but yeah, that's when I say I'm tired and I am exhausted. And sometimes it's a little, people be like, oh, yeah, I'm so tired too. And I'm so exhausted. And I'm like, yeah, I wish I was that tired, that type of tired, that type of exhaustion. Because to be honest with you, when it gets to this point, and I'm pretty sure this is probably the third or fourth time that I'm saying it in the video, it's like, it just starts to mess up with it starts messing with everything else. It starts to mess with my memory. It starts to mess with my comprehension, my speech. I start to slur. So sometimes I think I'm speaking clearly and I'm not. And is not until like somebody points it out, like, wait, what did you say? And I'm like, what do you mean? What did I say? Like, am I not speaking clearly? And they'll be like, no, Perla, you're not. I'm like, oh shoot, give me a minute. And I have to kind of like regather myself to kind of put everything, I guess, like in perspective in my mind before I try to speak again. I hope that makes sense. And as you can tell, like I'm rambling. So that means I need to go ahead, get off of this and go take a nap. But yeah, that is a quick little update for today. For those that are new or those that have just recently started following, if I don't post every day, it is not that I'm ignoring you guys. It is just, I am seriously just sleeping through the day and I'm going from like Monday to Wednesday basically not functioning on Tuesday or etc. And it does happen. There are times in the year or times of the month where it is more excessive than others. And for whatever the reason, this week has been really rough. I'm assuming that it is because I did stay up for like about 23 hours a few days ago. It's almost a week. It's going to be almost a week where I was at the ER with one of the kids. And when I am up for 20 something hours, 40 something hours straight without any sleep, it does take time for my body to get back on track. It does take time for me to get back into my normal sleeping routine. And I feel that that is what is happening at this moment. Bye.